Happy Arvell. Hello. Thank you so much for joining me today. How you doing? Kenneth. You out there, Kenneth? Kenneth suggested I look into well, he called it the fire tornado of 2003. I've seen it referred to as the fire tornado, the firestorm, and just bushfires. But regardless, I mean, look at this freaking picture. Holy crap. This apparently was one of the worst firestorms. I don't know if they're, I don't know. I think fire tornado is the coolest description. Although this is not a cool event, don't get me wrong. This is devastating. But today we're going to react to it with this video. Oz History. Go check them out. Link down below. They don't have nearly enough views and stuff. Go check out their channel. Yeah, let's see. Canberra bushfires 2003, how it happened.
The Australian Capital Territory, ACT, experienced the most destructive bushfires in its history on the 18th of January 2003. 4 people were killed, hundreds were injured, and 510 buildings were destroyed.
Several major... God, 500 buildings. It's a miracle more people weren't killed. I mean, it's sad to lose anybody, but it's kind of a miracle.
Bushfires have occurred in the ACT over the last century during the hot and dry summer months. The majority have been caused...
I'm so stupid. I was thinking, January? Hot month? What does he mean? Even after this long, I still just don't... I have to get it through my brain. January's the summer in Australia.
By lightning strikes in the Brindabella Ranges that border the ACT on the west. Australia was experiencing one of the worst droughts on record in 2002. The ACT experienced record high temperatures and critically low rainfall and humidity.
This does not sound good as far as a recipe for a bushfire.
Weather conditions combined with tinder-dry vegetation created a high fire risk throughout the territory. A dry lightning storm ignited 3 fires in the ACT.
A dry lightning storm? That's an interesting thing. I've never experienced one of those.
Namadgi National Park, Bendora, Stockyard Spur, and Mount Gingerra. And one in New South Wales adjoining Brindabella National Park on the 8th of January called McIntyre's Hut Fire. Despite suppression efforts and relatively mild weather, the fires grew out of control, eventually combining to form the firestorm that hit Canberra 10 days later. The ACT government's emergency service...
Wow, so you guys knew it was coming for 10 days. That's crazy. That's how, I guess, you avoided so many casualties. 10 days in advance. That would be horrifying, though, just knowing this giant fire is growing and growing and growing and coming closer. Holy crap.
Services
It's crazy it started as 3 different small fires.
Bureau, ESB, declared a 5-day total fire ban on the 17th of January. The weather worsened with strong winds, high temperatures, and low humidity.
That's kind of just strange looking, that it's just a line of fire.
By the evening, the fires at McIntyre's Hut, Bendora, and Stockyard Spur had breached containment lines and were spotting for several kilometers ahead. Spot fires were threatened.
Is the reason it's in a line like that is because it hit that containment line?
Containment lines and were spotting for several kilometers ahead. Spot fires were threatening the Tidbinbilla Nature Reserve and were only 2 kilometers from the Uriara Pine Plantation, which itself is only 12 kilometers from Canberra's outer suburbs. The McIntyre's Hut fire crossed the border into the ACT on the morning of January 18. It had arrived in the Uriara Pine Plantation by midday. The temperatures reached 37 degrees Celsius.
Jeez, it's pretty hot, isn't it? Isn't that like 100 degrees Fahrenheit? 98.6. Hey, that's how hot. my internal organs are.
With westerly winds gusting to 55 kilometers an hour, the McIntyre's hut fire had crossed the
Wait, 55?
winds gusting to 55 kilometers an hour. The McIntyre's hut fire had crossed the Murrumbidgee River by 2:30 p.m., starting a spot fire in the Stromlo Pine Plantation west of the Mount Stromlo Observatory. The first public emergency warning was issued around 2:40 p.m., with the Western Creek suburbs of Duffy, Rivette, Chapman and Holder being most vulnerable. At 2:45 p.m, the fire raced up Mount Stromlo's western slopes before merging with the Bendora fire. The ACT Chief Minister, John Stanhope, declared a state of emergency at 2:45 p.m.
This is so unfathomable to me. Trying to stop this, it's almost like if you saw people trying to stop a hurricane. Like, it just seems so overwhelming and insurmountable. You know what I mean? Nobody stands out there when a hurricane's coming, and I don't even know what you would do, but that's how it feels. There's some very brave people.
The firestorm hit the Duffy suburb about 15 minutes later. It
literally looks like the center of the earth.
Havoc on homes in Holder, Weston, Chapman, Rivette and Canberra over the next few hours.
It looks like freaking lava. I would think this was a volcano if I didn't know.
I have flame height probably over 100 feet on Warragamba Drive, impacting houses over. If I can get anything.
Constance, this is a red situation. We need some pumpers here urgently.
This is just reminding me of that video I reacted to a long time ago where they got the fire, like, burned the tires and they got stranded. It's really scary.
Oscar 7, power lights down on Jacobin Drive, depot's gone. 3 is on site, West Canberra 20 on Warragamba.
Constance, we've lost total visibility. Stand by.
How are you even driving? How is it even possible to drive?
Constance, I've got numerous houses alight here. Get me some more, please.
And they're just still driving straight into it.
Okay, red message from the house on corner of Warragamba and you can be. Constance, I've just plowed into a vehicle. I'm still operational. Get me out here. Constance, 2 houses alight. Constance, 3 houses alight.
It's very eerie just listening to him. You know, I'm seeing 3 houses alight. I'm seeing 4 houses alight. It's like, yeah, they're probably all on fire.
A cool wind change shortly after 7 p.m. reduced the immediate fire danger. Just a day after, on the 19th of January, the weather conditions had improved further and ACT authorities declared all fires under control.
Wow. Thank God. I mean, yeah, at that point you're just hoping Mother Nature steps in and something happens. A cool breeze. Although that is how tornadoes kind of get going. At least over here, you know, you get those two different temperature walls colliding with wind, and for whatever reason it can create tornadoes. Yeah.
The Canberra fires killed 4 people: Alison Tenner, 38, Peter Brook, 74, Douglas Fraser, 60, and Dorothy McGrath, 76, and injured another 435 people. A total of 4.
Man, that's crazy how you see some houses almost totally spared. I bet you a lot of it is like melted. If I had to guess, I don't know. But from this far away, it looks totally spared. I don't know, maybe it's not melted. I don't know how intense are the temperatures in a bushfire right next to it. But then, yeah, it's like this path of destruction, like what you see with a tornado. I guess it's as simple as if your house doesn't catch fire, it turns out fine. But if you've got a lot of debris and trees and stuff, wow.
487 homes and 23 government and commercial buildings, including the internationally renowned Mount Stromlo Observatory, were destroyed. The fires were estimated to cost between $600 million and $1 billion.
Oh my God, what a photo. Jeez. The poor frickin' kangaroos, man. What a photo. That shows how high the winds were. Not only is everything scorched, it's all blowing around. Jesus. That was crazy. That was a great video. Go check out his channel. He definitely needs some more subscribers. Link down below. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys have a great day. Stay safe. And I'll see you tomorrow.